Hey everyone, thanks for joining Heavy Duty Fitness. Today we are here to build a bigger, better back. We're gonna do that with 3 moves that's gonna hit all over your back, upper, middle, lower, and Adam is gonna break down which exercise we chose for you.
Yep, so we chose 3 moves that we have personally used in our programs over the years to build a bigger, wider, stronger back. And we're thinking about it from the aspect of not only building width and thickness, but building strength from all angles. So we've got the T-bar row, we've got the prone incline bench dumbbell shrug, and then we have 2 hand placement variations of the bent over barbell row. So every one of those moves is gonna hit different muscle groups in the back and from different angles and strength profiles. So pay attention to how we run through them in the demonstrations and then utilize those in your workouts to build a better back going forward.
These are moves that we've been using for years on ourselves, and we use them with all of our clients. You're gonna get a lot of value and a lot of size out of doing these. If you do them for a long time with a lot of weight, keep getting better at it. If you find any value in what we do, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's gonna help us move up the algorithm so we can help more people. This is your first reminder.
And this is your second reminder that if you find any value in this, please like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, guys, here we go. Okay guys, I'd like to show you now a favorite of mine. It's been a staple in my back building program for as long as I can remember, the T-bar row. So the T-bar row is really gonna help you hammer out that middle to low lat. It's gonna help you put on a ton of mass because you can go heavy with pretty good form. So I'm gonna use a landmine attachment. I'm fortunate enough to have access to one. If you don't have a landmine attachment, but you do have a barbell, you can grab your barbell and you can stick it in a corner. Just make sure your walls aren't drywall, or you could mess them up pretty good. But if you've got a nice concrete wall, you can stick it in the corner. Or if you've got something like this, you could get a bar and you can ram it right in the corner and it's not gonna go anywhere, okay? So, back over to the bar. So we're gonna start with 1 plate here. You can do T-bar exercise with a V handle. You can do it with a towel. I'm gonna use the angle nagging grips. You can buy these online. You can use pretty much anything to do this exercise. So I attach these to the bar, or if you have a V handle, you attach it right here like so. You wanna make sure that you keep a nice neutral spine. So you're hinged at the hips, keep those shoulders back and retracted. You're gonna come off the ground and pull your elbows back towards your back pockets. And pull up like so. Give it a squeeze at the top, back down, okay? Just like that. Make sure we're not using any hip momentum, and make sure that we're not rounding our back, because we do not want to hurt ourselves while we're trying to put mass on. Okay? So now we're gonna cut away to watching us do it with some working weight on.
So we have a prone dumbbell shrug. This is going to be really great for building width and size into your back because it's going to work the upper and lower traps, a little bit of the teres major and teres minor. So a lot of that upper back is going to give you a big, wide V shape to your frame, okay? So we're going to do this prone, so it takes the low back completely out of things. So if you've trained other muscle groups before this won't be impeded by your low back getting tired out, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna set up a bench at about a 45-degree angle here, have the 2 dumbbells to the side, and then you're gonna get onto it prone, so facing downward, okay? So, setting it up here, grab one of the dumbbells, keep everything long, arms will stay almost completely straight. There's a slight bend as you're rowing up, that's fine, but you want to make sure that we're not going into just a dumbbell row here. So from here, arms fully protract, and then retract and squeeze the traps and the back together as hard as you can. Put the dumbbells down, and that's what a set of prone incline shrugs is going to look like. So when you're doing that, just make sure that your head is just up over the bar here, or over the bench here, and that you're pulling everything in the shoulder blades back and together, squeezing them hard. So now we're going to give you a couple working sets to show you what heavy weight looks like on it. Okay, so we're going to show you two variations of the bent over barbell row. The reason we're going to show you two variations is because the difference between doing a wide grip overhand barbell row and a supinated underhand grip barbell row are going to change the way the muscle fibers are trained ever so slightly. So we want to give you both options because the barbell isn't best suited for every body type. So one might feel more comfortable for you, or depending on what muscle groups you want to target more, you might decide to switch in between grip variations throughout your workout career. So I'm going to demonstrate the bent over overhand wide elbow barbell row here. So with this, we're going to start on the floor, we're out of the cage, and we're going to take a little bit of a wider grip, just outside kind of shoulder width here. So I'll find the rings on the bar, I'll put my index finger on there, that's about wide enough for me. I like to stand it up from here and then bend over into the position that feels best. So right here, and then I'm going to row up, driving my elbows out as I'm rowing. So at the beginning of every rep, I'm letting my shoulders fully protract, getting a nice big stretch in the back, and then as I start that rep, I pull my scaps back in together and then drive my elbows back and out. That wider elbow position is going to help build up that upper back again, that width. So a lot of traps, rhomboids, teres major, teres minor, and some of the upper lat fibers, okay? So that's the wide elbow bent over barbell row.
As Adam said, there are two different barbell rows that we can show you here. Adam just showed you the pronated wide elbow bent over row. I'm going to show you the underhand bent over row. So the reason that you might want to do this, like Adam said, maybe you get some pain or discomfort in your elbows, or maybe you have different goals. So if you want to hit more bicep, and if you want to hit more of the lower lat, then this is the move that you're going to want to use, because you're always going to want to have some sort of a barbell row in your program to build the most mass possible in your back, because you can typically go the heaviest with a barbell row. So you're going to set up the exact same way. Okay? You want your feet nice shoulder width, slightly wider than shoulder width. You're going to have your arms set about shoulder width, just outside the shoulder, so you're not going to be as far wide as you were with the overhand grip. So for me, I'm just inside these rings, and I'm going to grip onto the bar, keep my back flat. Like Adam said, we're going to deadlift the weight up. Now from here, I'm going to lower myself into position, maintain a nice neutral spine, and row up to the abdomen. And if you can, try to give it a pause at the top. That's going to get a little harder as the weight gets heavy. So now we're going to show you us using it in our workouts with a bit more weight on there.